Let's talk about an entirely different sport now, pickleball. Have you heard about the phenomena? Yes, it's been taking off for a number of years now. And now it's even becoming a part of your everyday schooling. Tony Morgan is a local pickleball coach and enthusiast. In fact, he is a trainer of coaches. He teaches people how to teach pickleball. He's dropped by the studio this afternoon. Hello to you, Tony.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
How are you getting pickleball into our schools?
Well, I'm a head coach at Broadmeadow, Discover Pickleball, and they've got a really good system now where schools are reaching out and coming along on a weekly basis and learning the game.
Okay. And so what's the reception from students learning this new sport?
Oh, it's great. They love it because they get more touches of the ball. They're so close to their opponents and friends. And they're competitive as well, aren't they, as kids?
Yeah. I feel like people have definitely heard you on ABC Newcastle having a chat about pickleball before. But for those that are uninitiated, I'm going to be honest, I've heard a whole lot about pickleball and I still haven't picked up a paddle myself, which is for my sins. I really should do that. What is the game of pickleball?
Okay, so pickleball is a cross between badminton, tennis, and table tennis.
Okay. Yes. Amazing.
So we play on a badminton-sized court, but it can be indoors or outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
It's played like tennis, so the game is hitting a ball over a low net. And then it has elements of table tennis because the equipment looks like a bit of oversized paddle.
And you've brought in a paddle today, which I'm very grateful for. Can I see that if you want to hold that up on the... Oh, there we go. Thank you. Handing me the paddle. Should I paddle the microphone just gently? Is that just to show...
Sure, it won't break.
There you go. That's the paddle right there. So this is very lightweight. What is that made of?
Unique products like carbon fiber.
Okay.
There's things like Kevlar and honeycomb, so glorified plastic inside.
I feel like that's lighter than a table tennis paddle. I mean, or at least on par, even though it's way bigger.
Yeah. So it's 8 ounces or 260 grams, roughly.
Yeah, right. So that's very light. So don't need too much power to get the... Is it a ball that you play with for pickleball? It is called pickleball after all. You've got the Exhibit A. There you go. Hand it over the screens there. Okay. How would you describe this ball?
Well, this game comes from America, so it's actually called a wiffle ball. So it's a plastic.
Wiffle ball.
Yeah, like a plastic. It's like those golf training balls, but on steroids.
Okay. Should I give it a whack in the...
Yeah, bounce the ball up and down if you can.
If I can.
Don't knock the microphone or screens.
Yeah, I'm not a radio presenter because I've got any kind of sporting prowess. So let's just see how this goes. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it.
Very good. That's pretty good at hand-eye coordination.
Was it? Yeah, you're just being nice to me. That wasn't very good at all. I lost it within, 3 or 4 bounces. Well, that ball, we'll go collect the wiffle ball after the interview, Tony. That's very funny. Okay, so you said a Babington-sized court? Was that
Yes.
You said?
Yeah, so because it's a hybrid game, it's played on those dimensions, yes.
What are those dimensions?
I'm going to talk like American here. So it's 44 foot by 20 foot, which is probably going to be 16 meters by maybe 9 or something.
Okay, sure. Where does the name Babington come from?
Sorry?
Babington, where does that come from?
So badminton, the sport of badminton with the shuttlecock.
Right. Yeah. I understand. Oh, so you can just use existing facilities to play pickleball or build new ones.
Yeah. So this popular game in America where it originated, there's 20 million people playing now. Nick Kyrgios is playing and all the celebrities are now getting on board buying into teams because they have Major League Pickleball, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, it was invented in America, so in 1965.
Right, but it's just it's going through this kind of big resurgence, or like it's kind of going through a bit of phenomena phase at the moment, would you say? Yeah,
definitely. So the sport has actually really taken off in the last 10 years. So it's been in Australia 6 or 7 years now. Now we have pro leagues, and now there's a pathway hopefully getting into the Olympic Games for the Brisbane 32. That's the goal.
So there's a bit of a campaign on to make that happen.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. They've almost ticked all the boxes. And that's a real strong possibility of the sport. And once that happens, then it's going to expand even more.
Wow. Are there already players that you're working with that you're like, these people will become Olympians if we get this happening?
Yeah. But because the age group is now getting lower, it was always considered a sort of older demographic, like a lot of tennis converts. Because the sport's a little bit easier on your body.
Yeah.
We had a lot of elderly players in retirement villages playing on smaller courts and things like that. But now the youth have really embraced it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of strong players in Australia now, and we have a couple of pro leagues now in Australia. So you can actually earn money playing pickleball.
Yeah, right. So wait, the year's 2024. You're working with school-age students, Brisbane 2032. That's 8 years away.
Yep.
So in theory, some of the schools that you're going into that you're attracting students from, like they turn up and show some promise, they could end up at the Olympics in 8 years' time.
Yeah, that's definitely right. So sometimes it's a harder pathway in other sports like badminton and tennis.
Yeah.
So pickleball is presenting some opportunities for kids. Yeah.
That's really great. I'm really curious, Tony, about your work too. So you're accrediting other coaches. Is that the work you're doing?
Yeah, I'm also associated not only with Discover Pickleball and the local Hunter Club as a coach. I work for another body called Pickleball Global, and we certify and train coaches. And just in the last 6 to 8 months, I've probably certified about 80 coaches. So because the sport's booming, there's a real need and growth for coaches. So I've just come back from Adelaide just last week, and I'm going to Korea in a couple of days' time to do some coaching certification.
Oh, wow. So you'll be certifying Korean pickleball coaches obviously in South Korea.
Yeah, I hope the language barrier is not too bad. I did do this in China last year.
Yeah.
So I just love how pickleball's just taken me personally on a journey as well.
Yeah, right. How do you go with that? Do they provide an interpreter, or is there just a lot of English language with the people you work with? How did it work in China?
We're lucky to have a couple of interpreters doing the course with us. And that's the case in Korea as well. So, but it's a very monkey see, monkey do. So I can get around some of the demonstrations without, the language barriers. But obviously there is a time when, when I'm assessing them that we need to sort of, jump those hurdles.
Yeah, right. Because obviously, yes, it's literally a physical sport. So you can show someone how to do something. Be like, this is how you do it.
Yeah, that's true.
And that doesn't need an actual language to convey it.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Well, good luck with the career trip. That's really exciting. And then in Newcastle and the Hunter, is exploding? What do we need to bring it to the next level?
It's actually taking off. I was actually talking to the president of the Hunter Club just a couple of hours ago, and we now have about just under 400 members, but there's actively about 800 to 1,000 people playing pickleball each week. There's pop-up venues like Discover Pickleball, which is an outdoor venue in Broadmeadow, plus PCYCs are playing the game now. So, and with all these kids, that's probably not even counting all those kids that you talked about before. So it's booming. It is actually locally, and in Australia, they have well over 20,000 members now.
Yeah.
But then you can times that by 4 or 5 times by people who are just rocking up, hiring a court and doing their own thing.
Yeah. And for a school that's sort of thinking about what their physical education curriculum and program is looking like, what do you think the benefits are to introducing pickleball into a school setting?
Okay, so the benefits for the sport, it's very social and it's very easy to learn. It's hard to master sometimes, but it's easy to get going because you've just had a paddle in your hand and you're bouncing the ball very well. I'm not blowing smoke up there, but it's almost like you're hitting the ball from the hand. So you haven't got an extension of a racket like tennis or badminton, for example. Yeah. So you get that hand-eye coordination going real easy. And you're pretty close to your friends and your opponents. So it's very social. Sometimes you're only a couple of meters away. Laughing, giggling, banter. Yeah. It all comes into it. Yeah.
So if I've just picked up a pickleball racket today, if I start training really hard, do you reckon I could become an Olympian in 2032?
How old will you be in 2032? No, actually, funny you mention that. You don't have to be an Olympic player because pickleball at state and national level will have competitions for your own age bracket.
Oh, great. Yeah.
And also for your own skill level. So there's obviously open grade, which is, the highest. But then there's also skill bands, which you can play. So even if you've just been playing a few months, you can rock along and play in competitions.
Great.
So, and you can work your way up the ladder, mate.
So this is a paddle, not a racket. This is a paddle.
Yes.
That's a wiffle ball on the floor. Sorry for hitting your wiffle ball onto the floor.
Would you like another one?
You got another one? Wait, do you have a paddle?
I do.
Should we play
over the counter? Are you that going?
No. Let's say this is not going to go for many. This is going to be a very short rally. All right. By the way, you are hearing from Tony Morgan, local pickleball coach, and me, very bad. Okay, we're going to just try and do a short rally on the radio. I don't know if this is. I'm very bad. Okay, we'll just see how it goes. I'm also wearing headphones. Okay, so First one. Way too far. You got another ball. Okay.
Just small movements, okay?
Small movements. Oh. Oh. Hang on a minute. Okay. We'll try and get a rally to go. Okay.
3 hits.
All right, 3 hits. That's a pretty good rally. There you go. Pickleball live on the radio. Although you need
live streaming to get that full gist of that one.
Okay. How do you think my form's going there?
For a first timer, great. We want you to come back. So
Maybe
I'll be nice.
Maybe I need some coaching lessons. Tony, so great to speak to you. Thanks for playing some studio pickleball. Maybe we've invented a brand new variation of the sport in which my tech manager comes in and yells at me afterwards.
Yeah.
So great to talk to you, and good luck with it all. Thanks so much.
Thank you. And if anyone's keen, it's open for all age groups, the sport, from 8 up to 80. Plenty of venues popping up in Newcastle. Like I said, Discover Pickleball at Broadmeadow, social comps. You can hire a court there, but there's the Hunter Pickleball Club.
Yeah.
They play at a number of venues at Broadmeadow as well, indoors. So the sport offers a lot for everyone. So I encourage everyone to try.
So great. Tony Morgan, thanks so much.